Right, restarting the capture card software. Audio sounded a little bit off. 3, 2, 1, and go. That was sketchy. We made it. Didn't really need to spin there. It's okay. That was definitely a little bit close. We made it in one piece. Oh, that was a sad backwalk. And an even sadder side up. Love to have an input viewer that worked without NTR. Just to be able to look at what my analog stick is doing when I get the really sad backwalks. I feel like I'm just like... I'm trying to like move it into a back position, but without going neutral first, and that Can't actually do that. Like, the game doesn't let you. One of the many complaints you'll hear about people who speedrun these remakes for the 3DS is the lack of a notched controller. Just because these games were originally designed to be played with a notched controller. Not because notched controllers in general are better for 3D games, I don't think they are. I don't think any of us think that either. It's just that certain things in this game, like backwalking, is just easier when you have the notched controller. Come on. Actually open the door, thank you. Gotta do my deep breathing before Flower Slide Escape. The nerves calm. It'd be kind of interesting to have splits for all the fairy rewards, just so you can see how far apart they are paced in the run. We get our first fairy reward in 13 minutes, and we won't get our next one for about another hour, almost. A little less than an hour. It is halfway through the run. Start coming a lot faster after that. If all goes according to plan, that is. Yo, Joash, thanks for the good luck. Get it? Always need it with these all fair reward runs. Thought that was the touchscreen frame, but apparently I was mistaken. Got it second try. And only 4 buffers, which is pretty good. I was so far away from the fence for that first buffer on the first attempt that I kind of figured that even if that wasn't the touchscreen frame, I didn't want to buffer all the way to the fence. How are the runs going? This is the first run. First cycle has been pretty textbook so far, which is good because I've had some pretty bad first cycles recently. So to have one go this well is always welcome. Everything up until failing flower slide escape the first time went as well as it possibly can. So gonna grab this stick here. Owl. It's also slightly faster to fail flower slide escape. Not pulling the bomb out, of course, because you're not waiting for it to explode. So that means our death warp will still be pretty quick here. Well, that's a bummer. That's just pure time loss. Suffice to say, I don't fail Song of Soaring very often. It's one of the easiest songs in the game. I mean, in the end, with first cycle, it's about how fast you can death warp. So even if things go wrong, like I'm still gonna get the fastest death warp here. Because I had nothing go wrong except for that failed flower slide escape. It's just getting in the right headspace. Like when little things go wrong in first cycle, it can knock you off balance a little bit. So it's nice when things go as smoothly as they should. We can't skip first cycle because there's a lot of time to be lost in first cycle, but it's very rare that you lose that time when you've run the game as many times as I have and as other runners have. So it's tempting to kind of suggest that maybe we should skip first cycle, but in reality, like, you can have a 20-minute first cycle, and then be like a full cycle behind by the end of it if you're running any percent. Like just there, I lost some seconds to not being able to gain her, and that's just time that I lost this run that I can't get back, and we have to include that in our runs, even though first cycle can be a little dull. But that's why when I do tweet out that I'm doing a run, I tend not to tweet until after first cycle. So if people feel like skipping first cycle, I will let them all know when I'm done with first cycle, and they can join me for the fun part of the run. But we have to do it. It's important for the timing. Plus there are little subtle things. First cycle in all fairy rewards, you get that stick there, so you have an extra item slot that's empty in order to have an extra bottle slot. And you could also buy bomb shoes there and it would serve the same purpose. But like, that's something that's vital to this route only, that you do in first cycle, so you just have to play it. You have to play it. There's no getting around it. I find that the people who suggest that we skip first cycle are mainly people who don't run the game. And I understand that. From a viewer's standpoint, first cycle is pretty boring. Except for Flower Side Escape. Flower Side Escape is pretty exciting from the viewer's standpoint. From the runner's standpoint, it's kind of terrifying. That means that this game is less popular, then so be it. I didn't speedrun this game because it was popular or I wanted it to be popular. I speedrun this game because I like speedrunning this game. There are a lot of people that say that. We had a couple people in the Discord say it. I've seen a couple people say it about regular MM. And regular MM does not have a really hard trick like Flower Slide Escape in their first cycle. So our first cycle is a little bit more risky and harrowing and definitely exciting than theirs. But the reasons why they shouldn't skip it are just the same as the reasons why we shouldn't skip it. Like little minor differences in routes, like any percent's first cycle is probably different than 100%'s first cycle. Probably different than all masks first cycle. In our game, because the notebook is so slow and we have to get the notebook for 100%, for 100% in our game, we talk to a lot of NPCs that we don't normally talk to get their Bomber's Notebook entries before we have the Bomber's Notebook. It's just like little things like that people who don't run the game don't think about. Just like little subtle things that are really important from a speedrunning perspective, but maybe a little less obvious from the viewer's standpoint. Alright, time to tweet. Bomber's Notebook in this game. It's the worst part about this category. Everything about this category would be awesome if we could just skip the Bomber's Notebook. But instead we have to get a whole bunch of dumb fairy entries that aren't even required for this category because Bomber's Notebook completion is not a part of this category. It's hard to pick which change is the most annoying from a speedrunning standpoint. But Bomber's Notebook is probably pretty high up there. It has a lot of time to all masks and 100% and a little bit of time to this category. Like, I honestly don't have it that bad. I'm slow at tweeting. Well, I should really prepare the tweet before I start the run. Speak at the devil. Didn't even do that. I know you think we did that, but we didn't. You shouldn't give us a sticker for it. Or a stamp. Interesting rolls there. Get some good bomb RNG. We've had some struggles recently with this, so hoping we can avoid having to go into any grottos today, at least. Nice. Let's go. This angle's pretty good. That angle's not good. We could have got it there, but skipping it is fine. This angle's great though. I thought it was great. Actually missed 2 out of 3 tech types. It's pretty sad. Sloppy movement, but fast bomb RNG. I think that means we'll save time here. Yeah, our PB lost a lot of time to bad bomb RNG. Getting all these quick turns though. That's fun. Yeah, we did not want to turn around there, so we started fessing, but in the wrong direction. So we're just gonna backwalk. A huge deal. Yeah, my recoil flips have been pretty good recently, so kind of a little surprised. I also decided to go around the bridge instead of jumping off of it, which is fine by me. As long as we don't fall off the islands, I'm pretty much okay with whatever happens in that map. Falling off the islands loses a dumb amount of time. It's also really, really sad to watch. I touched the edge of that platform. Oh wow, this is bad. Actually, I'm running out of bombs. Careful here. Wow. Okay. This is something I expected to happen when I first started running again, but okay, well, we're gonna lose quite a bit of time to that. Need all these bombs, because bombs are really important for this run. And I'm gonna have to probably get some hearts when I soar back to Mountain Village. We'll still be pretty close to PB pace, because PB pace is really bad bomb RNG, but we really should not lose time to the invisible platforms. Yeah, sometimes you just have a brain fart in a run. If this were any percent, I'd probably reset over that, but there's so much time to be saved later on in this run that it's really not a huge deal. Just gotta keep on trucking. I think we'll still be fine as far as in-game time and making it to Pirate's Fortress okay. So all in all, it won't be a huge deal. There are much worse time losses we could get. I play a raid zap? This Cosmic Encounters game that you guys are obsessed with? Hey Jamama, how's it going? Oh, I did end up actually losing quite a bit of time here. That is a bummer. Hey Purple Photon. I like how I don't go to SGDQ this year, and then everybody becomes obsessed with board games, or at least a board game. Nice bonk. Whoa. Nice target. Do I have Tabletop Simulator? I don't have Tabletop Simulator. Probably get Tabletop Simulator. Hopefully it's not too expensive. We have at least 2 people who didn't go to SGDQ and were obsessed. That's fair. Definitely a tempting offer. I'll get it and I'll play it at least a couple times. I feel like I don't want to lose all of my nights because I've been spending some of those nights speedrunning, and I like speedrunning. But also, hey Alyssa, how's it going? Speedrunning sucks. Speedrunning's the worst. Who would ever do that? Does this run get the bunny hood? No. This run never enters the what am I trying to say? Never enters the ranch. Makes you faster though. There are a couple times where we have we are playing as Child Link and we're not moving particularly fast. But the reason we're running around as Child Link in those sections because like it makes sense with our equips to not be using Goron Link. So we wouldn't even be using Bunnyhood there if we had it because like it just wouldn't fit with our equips. Oop. I wonder if I want to conserve magic there. And I need to not get caught. My in-game time is actually starting to become a little tight, so can't really waste time in this segment. It's already 2 p.m. I have 4 in-game hours to get Zora Mask, grab the owl in front of the lab, and get into Pirate's Fortress, perform the bomb jump. We might not make it. Try our best, though. We still have a lot of time to save in this early game if Pirate's Fortress goes better. So... Nice, saved a bunch of time there. We saved time to not watching the Deku Stick cutscene? Question mark? I can't remember if my PB got bomb shoes or not. Started not getting bomb shoes in first cycle, but getting stick in first cycle instead. Because I don't get stick in that split, which is probably where that time save came from. Overall, I think it's faster, because I never get bomb shoes, so I never watch that get item cutscene. Nice. We actually did want to get some magic there, so... we just didn't want to get it that slowly. I mean, we could always kill the Chew for the magic, but then we'd have to do the bomb flower slide. And I'm not about that. Trying to make you all motion sick. Also apparently trying to destroy my router. It's a pretty fast flower slide. Minus picking up the bush. And throwing the bush is also slower than if we had like shield dropped it. I just didn't think quickly after picking up the bush. Hey, Game Stable, thanks for the good luck. Oh, is Game Stable still in Greece with his brother? That's sick. Hell of a summer vacation. Game Stable is of course one of the OGs. OT3D and MM3D runners. Also, pretty much single-handedly carried Team HT Daddies to victory in the 3D Remakes Relay last summer. That is where I want it, but I also want to move that there, and I need bombs there, and I can't believe I just put on that mask. Alright, we lost a little bit of time to watching that dumb cutscene. Supposed to put on Growing Mask there first. It's not a huge deal. Getting heated. Didn't mean to bring up a sore subject, Purple Photon. I know that your 3DS was betraying you that day. Weren't you having like control stick issues? Nice hop there. Thought I'd have enough height to land on the fence, but apparently not. Still, that was a solid parts fortress. Even did a little bit of accidental swag with the dolphin dive there. I think that's a frame late. Yeah. We're out of hearts, so I'm just going to watch the B cutscene here. I could pull out the fairy and then use it and then get healed by it, which I'm gonna have to end up doing eventually anyway. But this cutscene's just not long enough to go for the time stop again. Dark Nick Jen, thanks for the good luck. Good evening to you as well. Run's going okay so far. There's a lot of time to save here, even if we watch this cutscene. My Pirate's Fortress is pretty bad, and I think my Pinnacle Rock is also kind of sloppy in my PB, so save a lot of time here. Oh no, I know what happened to my PB. I went I went to the bathroom. I had too much water before starting my run, and I was hoping to make it to the New Wave Bossa Nova. Not New Wave Bossa Nova. Forget this name of the stupid song you learn to get into Great Bay Temple. But I was hoping to make it that cutscene before I had to go on a bathroom break. I just couldn't make it. Like, after I got the eggs in Pirate's Fortress, I ran to the bathroom really quickly. So as long as we don't do that, we should save time on this split. Wow, nice, Really? I'm gonna blame Critical Heart Camera on this. Annoying, but not a huge deal. So if I fall here, I'll die, but I'll just get revived by the fairy. But we're much better at that setup now that we've remembered to use the view to angle the camera, so been failing that a lot less often. Good. So unfortunately, you all have to deal with this beeping for a little bit longer. There's actually hearts in that last room, but I was just too lazy to get them, so... Now I have no choice though, so I'm just gonna use the hearts, or use the fairy. Nice. It's a quick hop, and we're done with Pirate's Fortress. This went a lot better, minus watching the B cutscene, which isn't that bad, to be honest. It might not even be worth the second time stop attempt, especially if you get a lot of buffers. I guess we'll see what it all shakes out to be when this split is over, but... Nice, bonk. Just not check the fish out. Thank you. Barely made that jump. My jumps have been sloppy. I'm always really worried that I'm just gonna hold the egg up like an idiot and say that this item doesn't work here. I don't know what causes it, so it's if I take a tiny step forward when I'm emptying out the bottles here. I don't think it has anything to do with I don't need to equip that. Let's do bottle there. I guess it's more of a superstitious thing that I do. That angle, yeah, that wasn't good. I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen. There's like a certain way you can hit the loading zone where you won't hit the Pinnacle Rock loading zone, you'll hit the I went too far trying to swim out to Great Bay zone, and you'll end up back there instead. Definitely a time loss. I'm not sure if it's faster. You can do a Gorn missile from there to the Pinnacle Rock loading zone as well. Genuinely not sure if it's faster to set that up or to just swim. But I do know for a fact that I have done the Gorn missile to Pinnacle Rock from there and ended up, come on. Ended up in Pinnacle Rock as Goron Link, infinitely voiding, so also don't know what causes that, and don't really feel like risking it because that's a dead run. It's also not technically infinitely voiding. It will stop. Yeah, really nice so far. That was sarcasm in case you couldn't detect it. Really sloppy. So a little bit of in-game time passes while you're voiding out as Goron Link. Forgot where the second eel was. But that's what makes it not infinite. You will eventually moon crash, and then that will free you from the voiding. However, that process takes a very long time, because every time you void out and reload the map, it pauses in-game time a little bit. So it is a very slow process. Hey Fox, thanks for the good luck. Hope your night is going well. This run has been sometimes really good, sometimes really sloppy. Like Pirate's Fortress I just wrapped up went pretty well. And then getting to Pinnacle Rock and actually doing Pinnacle Rock did not go very well. I haven't really done much today. I mean, you're still on summer vacation, so that's not too bad at least, right? I don't think any schools start this early. Checked out the fish again. I hate doing that. The good news is that I've been playing just badly enough where there's no chance that I'm gonna hit the Seikon cutscene, so at least our path in Clocktown will be unimpeded. That was the funniest run when I got to watch Seikon steal the bag from the grandma. You did graduate last year. Okay. I mean, much belated congratulations for that. Staying on campus to prepare for grad school. Nice. You'll be applying to grad schools this this winter then? Wow. After all the mistakes we just made, we managed to be just as slow as when we take a bathroom break in the middle of this segment. That's pretty bad. Maybe the bee cutscene is a lot longer than I gave it credit for. That Pinnacle Rock also went really poorly. Well, that's exciting. Do you know who you're interested in working with, or what schools you're interested in going to yet? All right, we royally effed up in Guan Missling to Woodfall in our PV, so we can still save actually pretty close to a minute on this split. You have always been interested in plasma physics, so that makes sense. And that actually probably narrows it down a lot, to be honest. Come on. Yeah, I went too far again, didn't I? No, I'm fine. I did get stuck weirdly, but we didn't go all the way to Snowhead, so this is slow. I could actually save a lot of time in this category just by getting good at the Goron missile to the platform here. It's a tough Goron missile, but the amount of time it could save me is pretty absurd. Now's the time to follow your passions. The PhD is all about studying what you're actually interested in. I assume you're going for a PhD. You could be going for your master's, I guess. Yeah. I actually got it once where I set up the Goron missile before I hit the second fairy text there. So I know that it's possible, which means I think it's really fast. The problem is it's hard. I've only gotten it once. Yeah, I wasn't actually rolling by the time I Goron missiled there. Yeah, it's pretty uncommon for students in the US to go for a master's instead of a PhD. Very common in Europe, but very uncommon in the States. I don't think I actually need bombs here, but just as a force of habit, I'm picking them up anyway. Wow, I think I almost made it up without having to grab the ledge there. But instead it just looked really awkward. That's exciting though. Have you already taken the GRE or do you still need to take that? You know, I think you did it the smart way. I had a lot of friends. Excuse me? Said I could reach it. I just took it at its word. I had a lot of friends who applied for grad school right after undergrad. And while in their senior year, doing like research and all sorts of stuff, like really busy, they were at the same time like studying for the GRE, and it just seemed like too many things. I mean, they got into grad schools like that they wanted to go to, so it worked out in the end, but their lives were probably a little bit more stressful than they needed to be if they just took their time and did it after. The fairy text was still preventing me from holding my camera button, since it's a touchscreen button. It's something I always forget when I set up for this extended hookshot. I don't think that's gonna work. That'll work. I am very fast and loose with that extended hookshot, because it should be pretty easy, but it can go devastatingly wrong. You can end up in the very wrong room if you're not careful, so... And that loses a lot of time. You gotta soar back, and then you have to go all the way back into this room. Kind of slow kills, but it's really easy to do it before the Baba respawns if you don't pick up the Deku Stick. The other thing I do not have a good setup for is the anti-grav that I'm about to do. I should probably get a better setup for it, because I just sort of wing it. I mean, that worked out there, but I actually almost climbed the stairs, which would have been slow as well. Come on. Trying to attract the stupid moths. Here they come. They were gonna come anyway. Yeah, I can angle that jump slash a lot better. I need to watch someone who's actually good at this game do that. So like you or Zahir. Or Ben, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Ben did that trick in his 100% runs. It's been a while since I watched those. Those were good times. That should work. Oh, you don't even need to get anti-grav there. You can just get there on recoil alone. Interesting. Flex. Need to watch that snap. Oh my god, is that the reaction? What? You jump backwards? Alright. Be that way. Bad fight. Alright, watching the snap now. Volume up. Come on. You were having entirely too much fun. Also, I golded that split somehow. Did I forget a fairy or something? I don't think I forgot a fairy. Some poor analyst at Google is looking at all of your custom commands and just wondering what the hell is going on. And I am okay with that. Nice. Alright, we can save a minute and a half here just by not memeing. We're also incapable of memeing. I think the thing that makes that hard is that you have to say, oh, you're approaching me very calmly. Because otherwise the Google Mini won't understand. We need to get our AI assistants better at understanding aggressive speech. It's probably butter. The Bloom Zoom emote. That is an excellent emote. This category, Fox. This one. This is the best one. No cycle timer. So many interesting Guan missiles. So many interesting extended hook shots. All of the best glitches in the game in one category. Not too long. Because otherwise, I'd probably say 100% for you. Because it's routing heavy. It's execution heavy. You would probably get a great time in it. Like, you could definitely run 100% if you had the time. But this category is the best glitch category in the game, in my opinion. That, and we need that. And we're also gonna make our lives easier and just do that. Low percent. Nobody's going to run low percent. Not even Ben is gonna run low percent. Though he said he would. Actually, Ben will probably run low percent, but I honestly don't know if he'll finish it. Like, that route is so garbage. I'm pretty sure I subbed to him with Twitch Prime to get him to that goal as well. But I would not be mad if he didn't complete it. I mean, you're just gonna home buffer crash so often, trying to do like the hover to the top of a Kana. Like, it's gonna be so bad. Alright, we're just gonna play it safe. Real simple Goron missile. Eventually I'll re-implement the fast exits back into the run, but... Yeah, Butter, it's shocking that MM's low percent somehow got worse. But it did. So, way to go on that front. You get to do Lullaby Skip in all fairy rewards. This category is just the best glitch category. There are two categories that get to do Lullaby Skip. All fairy rewards, which is a good category, and No Wrong Warp, which is a bad category. Nice RNG. I mean better, right? I'm pretty sure I don't mean better. Probably could have used those arrows there, but I have enough. Nice. Nice. Come on. There we go. I do very specific movement there because I actually have been known to mess up that, like, casual strat of jumping over the ramp there. I don't know if it's, like, because of changes they made in the 3DS version, but I find this dungeon a lot harder to do without falling down on a regular basis. So close. Almost got the cutscene skip. This category is the only category that skips the Giants cutscene. I guess No Wrong Warp also probably skips the Giants cutscene, but this is the only good category that skips the Giants cutscene at the end of this dungeon. Come on. You also get to do this in this category, which isn't a glitch, but it's cool. I mean, you can do that in glitchless categories, but you still get to do it, and it looks really cool. You do unfortunately have to do this block puzzle. This is like, unironically, the worst part of this category is this block puzzle right here. There's just nothing interesting about it. Other than at the end of it, you have the hook shot you're not supposed to. Oh, that's right, you don't have hook shot yet. That's right. Never mind. See? You do get to do that. And it's cool. That's right, this dungeon's really different in glitchless. Dungeon is cool in 100% and all fairy rewards. And I guess No Wrong Warp if you play that category. Although No Wrong Warp doesn't do most of this dungeon. I'm not sure if No Wrong Warp gets the fire arrows or not. But it just probably does the EHS box key skip as soon as it enters the dungeon. Fairy, can you stop being drunk? Thank you. That fairy was very confused. And I've definitely been hit by that Wolfos into the loading zone before while I've been waiting for the fairy. So, it's kind of sketch. I didn't mean to take the fairy mask off there. I meant to pull out the bow, but pressed the wrong touchscreen button. I always move the camera there, forgetting that I'm about to watch a chest opening cutscene and it's gonna ruin my camera angle. I actually kind of need a bomb drop here, so I'm gonna try reloading one time. Cool. Okay, we got one. That would have worked, but I got nervous. Sometimes I can slide around a lot after I do that bomb jump, and things can get a little nerve-wracking, so it was nice that I just sort of stuck the landing there. Alright, Fox, quickly look away. I'm gonna fight these guys with Goron Mask. I know you don't approve. But it sort of works out because I kind of needed to equip Goron Mask anyway for this next part of the dungeon, so it made sense with equips. I'm also gonna skip grabbing the bomb drop here. It's not too far out of the way, but I don't think that there's an issue with it, but it's probably a little bit faster to fight them as Child Link. The likelihood that they cooperate with the Goron ground pound there are pretty low, or is pretty low. Get out of here. Yes, you can, Butter. I am bad at remembering to do that, and I promised that I would get better, but I have not gotten better. So I'll keep pointing it out when I don't do it, because it's a pretty basic thing to do to speed up gameplay. You can hit A to do it. Can you also hit B? I think Photon said that B will also do it. Yeah, you can put on the mask in the middle of the cutscene there. I think technically I had gotten the mask button before the cutscene started, but it wasn't available until after the cutscene started playing. But you can also open your menu there. There's just like a brief period in the middle of that cutscene where you can actually do stuff. Okay. Here comes the hard part. Let's not mash, and let's not be a frame late. Let's just nail this first try, no problem. I think that's the frame. Yep. Don't mash, don't mash, don't mash. Thank you. Actually, I split right when I pick up the mask there. But maybe it's good that I didn't split right when I pick up the mask. Maybe I should not split right when I pick up the mask, because I feel like that triggers my my need to mash afterwards. Maybe it's a good idea to just stay calm and wait. We're gonna get owned here. Yeah. This part isn't necessarily free. Might get owned here too. Yeah. There we go, this is good. Nice. It's not free, but the struggle wasn't too bad on that one. So this next split in my PB was pretty good. I got both cutscene skips, I want to say. So, it might be hard to keep up with this split a little bit. Yeah, I need to get better at rolling without without friction on snow. That would make that a lot better, or a lot easier, I mean. Since I'm here, I'm just gonna blow that up now. Nice. Kinda want more bombs. There we go. I definitely didn't want to spawn the fairy though, because that lags this whole area. Not too bad. 2 buffers. Gonna be quite a few buffers. Alright, that was good. Now it's just the actually hard cutscene skip. Put on the Great Fairy Mask for good luck. Oh, this turtle. So there's like a really good setup once you get on the turtle that I actually don't know, but I still struggle just getting on the turtle to begin with. I think I needed to wait for the turtle to dip a little bit lower still. That's okay. This is a really cool sky to watch this cutscene. But yeah, I would rather not be watching it. I think we'll still be ahead, heading into the dungeon, play quite a bit. Partially because I probably did a lot more buffers on the first cutscene skip than my PB did. Or I did a lot more buffers in my PB than I just did. We'll split at the wave. Or just before it, because that's when we would split in an actual run that got the cutscene skip. What do I use for audio? I'm just using the Katsukity beta audio capture thing. Unless you're talking about my mic. So if you have a loopy card, unfortunately, that's not an option. You're gonna have to go with the old aux cable route. But you could probably feed it into a mixer and clean up the audio a bit if you're having issues. That was really weird. Feel like we got that trigger later than we normally do because we were side hopping. So we got a really interesting angle there too. Nice. Come on. Bomb count is a little bit low. Also, I forgot to put on the Zora mask right after opening that chest, but not a huge difference in movement, I don't think. So there are no more bomb tricks in this dungeon, but as far as the next dungeon is concerned, we'll want to stop for bombs along the way before we get there. There are a few bomb tricks in there. Ugh. Just don't want to get caught by the pan. That's what I wanted to avoid in particular. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Not a huge deal, just annoying. We also wanted to go in there, but whatever. Magic is kind of low. I could preserve it here so I can, well, I was gonna say hopefully get some one-shots on these guys, but all very sloppy. Probably lose time on this split now. Come on. Nice. There we go. The water sparkles. I know, they're so sad. All the bad changes in this game. The ice arrows change. It's like so egregious. I wanted to put on the Zora mask there. Again, but I forgot. Come on. Didn't really want to have to chase that fairy all over the place. We found out last time that putting on the Great Fairy Mask is really slow for that fairy. Yeah, you can only freeze water where it sparkles. I really wanted magic there, so we're gonna wait a little bit for the water wheel to come back around. Yeah, no, it's really sad. Butter. There's just no reason for it. Nice. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to to get this clip while I'm recovering from that. There we go. Magic here. Let's nail this dolphin dive. Did I say nail it? I mean completely F it up. Yeah, that was just totally intended. Fairy mask sparkles. It's just hard to see, I guess. I would say that you'll see it in the next dungeon, but we're not going to have the fairy mask equipped for the entire next dungeon, so... You missed all the sparkles for this run. Aw, man. Really bad shots today. Probably won't get fast Fjord. Judging on how bad my aim has been so far. Never mind. Although he's kind of far away from the center, so this probably won't work anyway. Ice arrows do work in this water for some reason, and it actually makes the glitchless version of this fight really cool, as well as the 100% version of this fight. Are you kidding me? Wow, that was gonna be a really easy fast Georg, but I messed it up. Can get the semi-fast Georg here? Yeah, we got it. Ugh. Really? That was my fault. I'm bad at swimming, apparently. Can we just click? Thank you. Alright. That was just this fight being really dumb. He was too close to the mine, so he blew it up when he started trying to capture me. We're probably losing time here. I didn't split here in my PB, and this fight went really badly in my PB as well, but I also had some issues in the dungeon this time, so we're probably losing time here. I actually didn't really want to pick up the heart there, because I'm about to get double defense, but that's okay. We happened to line up perfectly with the heart, so we backwalked into it. It's very important that you watch all of these cutscenes with the Great Fairy Mask on, though. Like, it's very important to watch as many of these cutscenes as possible with the cafe mask in all mask or 100%. I actually don't know when you get cafe mask in all masks. I'm not sure if you get it before you do any of the dungeons. Probably, because you needed to set up Midnight Meeting. I wish I was soaring somewhere. I think I need to put my fins away in order to do the mask jump here. Also, I need to get into my weird mask jumping position. That, and actually we still need the bow. Okay, perfect. We actually have some time to save in Stone Tower Temple. But we'll be pretty far from the 224 that I was hoping this run would be, I think, by the end. We'll see. Hard to say exactly how much time we have to save in Stone Tower Temple because I didn't split for most of it, and I never went back in to enter my splits like I said I would. Come on. Exit the fairy fountain, thank you. Oh, I thought I was gonna get spikes there. It was kind of slow at the end because I didn't get spikes. Got a little bit too much height there, but could be worse. Gold death split. Probably because we pre-exploded the entrance to the fairy fountain, but let's not get into that. I honestly thought that Goron punch was gonna miss and I was gonna get owned there. I mean, that dragonfly is pretty much flying at Goron punch level, but I just thought I'd punched a little too early. We gained height here, which is bad. Pretty much any amount of height here is a lot of time lost. We probably didn't gain too much height, just based off of how far we moved horizontally. We didn't have that much speed. I meant to Goron pound before actually hitting the button, but I Goron pounded right on the slope of the button, which boosts you up pretty high as it happens. Yeah, we're passing the dragonfly now, which means we're pretty close to the bottom. That's not the end of the world, but it's not fast. That's for sure. Definitely want to get gifted with some bombs here. Yes, we got a lot of bombs there. I was hoping to get onto the fairy platform before the chess cutscene started. It always feels good to remember that fairy, because that's the fairy that I am most likely to forget in this dungeon. You're so focused on the kinda slow. You're so focused on doing that room fast that you can forget why you went in there in the first place, because the only reason we ever go back there in this run is to get that fairy. We would skip that key if we didn't need to go into that room and get that fairy. Oof. The first time I've messed that trick up in a little while. It's bound to happen eventually. It's still a hard Goron missile. It's just been going well recently. Aiming a little bit too dead center there, I think. There we go. Took me long enough. Oh, and should probably switch these. Hopefully we can make up some time by getting this trick first try. Just barely not enough height. Bomb was too close to the center, I think. Again, that was bad. Why am I messing this up now? I think I'm standing too close to the center. I need to be further to the right of the flower. Alright. There we go. Not that hard. I'm kind of low on the chest. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I really need to add a split to this is a really long split. Hard to say exactly what went wrong. Like in my PB, I had a really bad twin mode fight. I think some parts of the dungeon went pretty well, but the twin mode fight was really atrocious. Having this one long split here just doesn't say much as to what actually went wrong. Ugh, come on. No, come on. The last EHS. We're just gonna blow you up. Could have shot you to stun you, but instead I'm just gonna blow you up. Come on. I really didn't want to shoot that block with the light arrow, because it triggers a cutscene that I didn't feel like watching. Nice. First try. I'm pretty sure that trick went pretty wrong in the PB. So it's good to get that first try here. Almost done with this side of the dungeon, and I'm pretty sure the next side of the dungeon doesn't take 15 minutes to finish, so we're on pretty good pace, I think. Hard to say without a split to compare to, but didn't really mean to jump attack there, but okay. Okay, that's not far enough to get the mass storage. Good to know. I feel like I should split here. Then have another split for the rest of the dungeon. It'll be the only dungeon that I split in the middle of, but I think it's worth it. The longest dungeon by, like, a good amount of time. And, got some really hard tricks all throughout, so it'd be nice to know a little bit more about what was going wrong in a run. Or I'm just bad at platforms, like, right there. I almost had enough magic to just skip that entirely, but with the light arrow here and the light arrow to knock over the Armless Knight, I didn't feel like I could risk it. Oh, that was really bad. We still had enough to make it, but this is 12, and then 13 will be... Oof. Did not want to go all the way around there, but whatever. 'Kay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we didn't want to land there. That's okay. Come on. The 14 will be that chest, and then 15 will be the upside down chest. We did not forget a fairy, which is always good. Pretty good at not forgetting fairies these days. Magic, thank you very much. I don't know why I thought that button was on mask. It wasn't even close to Goron mask. Nice. Narrowly dodged that Poe. Okay. Decided to do the same one twice, that's fine. Let's see if we can actually get you there. No. I mean, if I'm bad at the cutscene skip in, what am I trying to say? If I'm bad at it in Snowhead, I'm not even close to getting it in this temple. It's a lot harder with the light arrows than it is with the Goron punches. Almost didn't pull out Ocarina there, which would be really slow, actually. Alright. We're in there, we just gotta make moves. We can land this first try. We're on pretty good pace. Pretty sure my PB might have been like second or third try. Whoa, way too far, way too far, way too far, way too far. Right there. A little bit lower, a little bit lower. A little bit to the right, a little lower. Nope, a little to the right. That should be good. Might be too low. Whew, nice. God, that is so nerve-wracking. I mean, it's great that it's really fast now. That was dumb, but whatever. We got the hard part. We can fall like an idiot. We went really far on that Goron missile, but the hard part is over. We just gotta do the really easy boss fight, and then... That was the last fairy, right? Pretty sure that's the last fairy. I don't know how to check. I think you need like the map to or the compass to check. We're gonna find out. I counted. That was the last fairy. I'm just freaking myself out because this run is on really good pace now. Oh my god. I just need to not miss twice. Arrows become really low at the end of this dungeon because of Goron missiles that you do. Every time you uncurl from a Goron missile, you spend an arrow. Actually really does a number on your arrow count in this dungeon. That was not an ideal start to this fight, but... But we're gonna get a really friendly turn here from blue. Nice. All in all, could have been worse. We got a really friendly spawn from red here, so we're just gonna get the punching right out of the way. We did manage to accidentally kill all of the twin mold spawns somehow, but... I was probably pretty equidistant from the head and the tail there. The tail's a little bit faster. Probably should have gone for the tail, but doesn't make a huge difference. Might get a baby spawn here. No, we got lucky. We got fireballs. Fireballs are faster. Another friendly spawn from Twin Mold. Really just letting us have this fight at this point. Hopefully we get another fireball. Nice. Got good RNG. Really good RNG. He's gonna spawn on the outside, which is gonna be another slow pattern. Means he should be pretty easy to hit with the rock here. Yeah, that temple went pretty okay. Besides the first Goron missile, everything else went pretty well. Also, the bomb jump after the Goron missile in the mirror room. Also, the Goron missile in the mirror room went surprisingly poorly. I don't really need this, but it's gonna make me wait for the remains anyway, so we might as well pick it up. This run's on really good pace. Am I sure I didn't forget a fairy? I guess we'll find out, because I honestly don't know. It'll be really sad when I did forget a fairy and I have to climb Stone Tower Temple again, and also find out which fairy I forgot. That was 12, that was 13, that would be 14, that would be 15. Like, I didn't forget one. I'm just genuinely 6 minutes and 13 seconds ahead. I have a really good Majora fight in my PB though, so there's a good chance that we lose some time on this split. Yo, thanks for the good luck, LF. This category might be able to sub 2 hours? Or not sub 2 hours. This category might be able to sub 220. Can't save an extra 20 minutes, but you can save an extra 1 minute over this run. I lost a minute in the early game at least. Yep, got all the fairies. Alright, let's do this thing. You know, I am a little upset at this fairy for not refilling my magic, but her cutscene is also a lot shorter for it, so I guess I can't be that mad. that there, that there, that there. Sure, that works. We also need Zora Mask eventually. So, it looks like a big jump happened there, but actually, a lot of the time save happened in... Probably happened in, Great Bay Temple. I know I said the Great Bay Temple didn't go that well, but, yo, thanks for the good luck, Romai. I know I said Great Bay Temple didn't go great. Accidental. But turnkey skip went pretty well. It didn't take me a million years to clip and do turnkey skip, so I actually saved probably quite a bit of time in Great Bay Temple. Yeah, sub 220 should definitely be possible for this category. That will probably be what I push for. The sub 220 run. Once I get sub 220, I'll probably be satisfied with this category for a while. This fight is easy, but these equips are awful. I need to fix these equips before the fight starts. No, I already had Goron Mask equipped. I wanted Goron Mask equipped. You. Touchscreen buttons are hard to press. Come on. We already have enough magic for this fight, so we're just gonna rush into it. In addition to having double magic, this fight uses almost no magic because I don't kill the remains and I don't use light arrows on the mask, so this fight requires almost zero magic. In fact, it really doesn't require magic technically. It's just nice to have a little bit to hopefully stun lock Majora in the second part of the fight. I forgot to get all the remains to fire at the end of that cycle. This might come back to bite me. Just a little bit. Nice try, Majora. Really? Wow, that was annoying. That could have gone a lot better. Partially my fault for not getting the remains to fire at the end of the first phase, but we also just got a little unlucky with Majora's positioning after that first knockdown. Nice. You got it quickly. What is this, Majora? Wow, this is slow. Alright, we're done. Bad fight. Lost a lot of time, but still, this is a pretty solid run. After the kind of hiccups in the early game, so this doesn't look like that much time lost, but we had a lot of time to save here in between these two splits. Still, sub 220 I think is definitely possible. Here's my best segments. Actually, my sum of best is still above a 220. That's interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, thanks for the GGs. That was a good run. Just felt pretty solid all throughout. Little mistakes here and there. surprising mistakes like failing the invisible platforms at the beginning of the run. But all in all, pulled it together, did well in the dungeons. It always feels good. That final fight was kind of a dumpster fire, but we'll get him next time. Low 220 is definitely possible. Sub 220 maybe not, but low 220 definitely possible. I'm trying to find out if this is the world record technically. Yo, thanks for the GG's game stabled in Jamama. I know this is faster than Zahir's PB by like a couple minutes, but I'm not sure what Awabi's PB in this category is, if he even did a run. This might be the world record, but it is currently unknown, as the splits say. Gabby's playing with a horse, which makes me nervous. About time for him to find something else dumb in this game. Search someone's tweets. Pretty sure there's a way to do it. Give it. Yo, Joash, thanks for the GGs. The solid run. Lost some time on the Majora fight. We could have had a sub 221. This world record? That's what I'm trying to find out. I think Awabi has done a run of this. But I can't find it. This is faster than Zahir's PB. In this category. By a couple minutes. But I think that Awabi did a run, and I can't remember how fast it was, so I have to find it before I get too excited. It's probably pretty close. Both Awabi and Zahir's run didn't do a lot of the new tricks like Lullaby Skip, and didn't do the new fairy route, so like this should have been a pretty free world record to get with for anybody who like learned the category. But yeah, Zahir at a 224. But once again, that was like a really old run. So I'm missing a lot of stuff, a lot of new tech. This is why it would be nice to have a leaderboard for this category, but that's okay. But Wabi did an AFR run, he didn't tweet about it. I'm not sure if Awabi actually has done a run. Flex did a run a couple months back. But other than that, I think that's it. This category wasn't very good before Goron Missile, so don't really blame people for not doing runs of it. This category is a lot better now. The ferry route is a lot better, and all the dungeon movement a lot smoother. No wrong warp speedrun, no wrong warp speedrun. I mean, Goron Missile makes Pirate's Fortress so much better. Like, it just improves so many things. Okay, well, that was the All Fair Rewards World Record question mark. It's a lot of fun, pretty good run. We can do better though. Obviously we can have a lot better of a Majora fight. What else is new? But this early game, there's a minute to save in this early game here. This split is deceptive. This split I could have saved a lot of time on. And I lost time instead, so we'll call this the world record for now until someone pipes up and says that Awabi's run is faster than mine.